Welcome, beautiful brothers and sisters of light, to day 3 of 21 days of solstice blessings, giving from the heart with overflowing gratitude to the heart that beats within you. So, today I have been guided to connect and share a teaching from the ancestors with all of us. A couple weeks ago, I'll just give you a bit of the backstory. And hi, by the way, my name is Lisa Lyle, and this is my channel here on YouTube. You can find me on social media as Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is simply lisalyle.com. So, welcome to those who are new, and thank you to those who have been traveling with me for a while. It is a pleasure and delight to connect with you today. So, a couple weeks ago, I was really guided. I've been on this really introspective journey since the season of my birth, which was back in August, Virgo season. And in recent weeks, I've been guided that December, up until leading up to the solstice, this is really a time for us to harness our inner power, to harness and actively participate with opening and expanding our gifts, our innate gifts, God given. And really, it's what we're here to bring through our joyful path of service. And so in recent weeks, it's been really back to basics in my personal experience and caring for myself and creating boundaries and really focusing on the whole package, mind, body, and spirit. And 2 weeks ago or so, I was guided to some oracle decks that I haven't used in a long time. And one of them is the Animal Wise Oracle by Ted Andrews, and the other is I believe it's the Sacred Path. Do I have that book? No, sorry, it's in my room. The Sacred Path. I'll share in the links below, or if you're curious, I'll mention the names. I won't share links because probably not allowed to do that. So, anyways, today for day 3 of the solstice giving, I have been guided to work with the Sacred Path Oracle or Sacred Path medicine cards, and to tune in to the ancestor collective that really loves us unconditionally and seeks for us to tap into our blessings, abundant blessings, this energy of more than enough, this energy of knowing we are enough, and to follow our path of joy. So here we go. What messages, what teaching would our ancestors encourage us to focus on at this time, that is going to support our ability to bring forth our soul's light in this highest timeline? Oh, that's perfect, actually. Number 35, Shawl, returning home. And one might ask, where is home? And the answer is quite simply, home is within us. And this is why it is the full experience here on Mother Earth of being human and being divinely human. And I feel like this shawl is really encouraging us. It's 35 reduces to an 8. And it's really encouraging us to service to self, and not service to self for personal gain, not necessarily, ultimately for the gain of abundance and flow and rhythm and movement in our life, where we're in the know of that we are enough. And this is speaking to me of the purity of our heart center. And some of you, I'm feeling like this beautiful shawl is like wings on our backs, and Interestingly enough, this whole year, and in fact, this last decade of my personal experience, and in particular, the last 5 years, and this is a very auspicious month for all of us. And you may be feeling, as much as you're feeling excitement for what is to come, there is this almost dread within the what is. And that is where we are encouraged to come back to ourselves, to return home to our heart center. Excuse me, I'm just going to grab my little drink here. And to focus on the heart that beats within, the medicine that is present for us in the here and now, and bringing forth our gifts to make our experience of this season, which really isn't about going out and spending money you don't have and going into debt just for, gifts under a tree. How about we give ourselves a gift and go and sit under a tree and connect with that tree, perhaps decorate that tree, um, whatever it is that leaves us feeling less burdened, really, less like we're carrying, you know, um, we're creating a hump in our back. Let's learn to flow by returning home to our heart center and bringing forth the medicine and the wisdom that flows from within, and to bring it forth at this time to really uh, heal ourselves, to nurture ourselves within the current day experience. Because for those who are connecting with this video, whenever you may be connecting with it, because messages from spirit are timeless and eternal, message just as our soul, because these messages are really flowing from our highest level of consciousness as an eternal soul, temporary human, eternal soul. And so, what medicine are you here to bring forth? What gifts are you here to share with the world, to allow to flow forth in this radiant rainbow of healing light? We are the rainbow warriors for this time, and peace begins on the inside. And it's up to each and every one of us, each and every day, each and every hour of every day, to show up for ourselves. Because if we don't show up for ourselves, how on earth, are we going to show up for others? And so, excuse me, I'm going to just run and get the book, because I'm just guided to read and share with you here, to wrap this up, the little piece of prose that comes at the beginning of each of these cards. And if I'm guided to in coming days, I will share the entire teaching and application of the shawl. But what a glorious, look at how beautiful that card is. And 8 is the number of self. 8 is the number of our eternal soul. So in the here and now, as we breathe into this experience, and breathing is so important, and you may say, well, Lisa, of course it is. And yet it is about the quality of our breath. And as someone who identifies as a former really excellent breather, I have taken a breather from actually breathing deeply into the experience. And that is because over time, trauma settles into our body. And it's all about our nervous system and how we can heal through our nervous system and through our spine. So, just a second, let me go and get the book. So it is the Sacred Path cards. There's all the information. So let's just read this, and then I'm going to pull a crystal, and then I'll be back with you tomorrow. Probably not. You won't see me again for until I'm guided to do that, because this is really about healing, and it's through um, sound and frequency, and so really being responsible this month for the frequency that we bring. Being responsible all the time, we are responsible, and yet acknowledging our responsibility and making adjustments with the support of a loving support team that wants us to believe in and achieve our dreams in this lifetime, and know that by doing so, we are going to be, we are a rich blessing to this world, and abundant blessings are ready to flow to us when we are open to receive. So this month is really about opening our hearts and moving out of the mind into that conscious, powerful creator that we are. And so the little piece of prose here for the shawl is: Earth Mother welcomes her children home when they have lost their way. The trail was lonely and so long, she whispers for them to stay. Within the protection of the shawl, where love abides again, their hearts may open to recall all relations as their friends. And that's so beautiful. It's confirmation. This is about heart opening. And I was really inspired to do this offering. This is a huge month for me in my life. And there's been a lot of, as I mentioned before, introspection since the season of rebirth. And this month really feels like a powerful, powerful rebirth and transformation in my personal experience. And I trust that it is in yours too. That opens us and brings us the many blessings that our loving Father, our loving Mother seek to bestow upon each and every one of us. So here I have a handy dandy wooden bowl, and I'm going to just reach in. I've got a bunch of crystals and ruins and different various things, and I'm just going to reach in and see what wants to come forth for all of us. Oh, not surprising in the least. It is the sacral chakra piece of organite. And so this is really speaking about, first of all, sacral chakra, our inner sun, our inner fire, home of our free will, and also the home of the ego. And so I really feel that we are being encouraged at this time to tune in and tap in to our personal power and to really protect this space. Being mindful, this is a time of year where overindulgence is, socially acceptable. And this is not about overindulging. This is about caring for yourself every day. The quality of your breath. Down here in the solar plexus chakra, we have our diaphragm, and it is a big muscle in our body that wants to work. When we inhale, it wants to inflate. When we exhale, it wants to completely release. And so I feel for a lot of us, this is really about getting back in touch with our personal power through our breath, working with the breath. How deep does your breath go? Does your breath help you to, if you're feeling anxious, is your breath supporting your ability to calm down and unwind? We are incredibly powerful. And when we remember who we are, and when we align our will with the will of the divine in our life, it just feels like the floodgates of abundance are going to open up. And the crystal that is in this piece of organite is citrine, which is the stone of abundance. And so, really tapping in to the abundant wellspring of joy, of peace, and contentment that you experience in your daily life. And if you're not experiencing those high vibe things, if you're still holding on to um, shame and guilt and grief and anxiety, this is a beautiful time. And over the coming days, through these videos, I trust that you will feel supported to align with your inner home and to return to your personal power, which is your pot of gold. You are indeed the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and you are also the rainbow of healing light who was born to shine bright in this lifetime. So, on that note, thank you all so much for being here. If you're still here, I thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Give a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do, and feel free to share the love. Don't forget to fly on over to lisalyle.com and check out the 21 days of giving over there. I've opened up 21 spaces for readings. There's 3 different varieties, 7 available of each. Actually, 6 are available now for the angel messages. So I look forward to being of service to you soon. Until we meet again, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you. Thank you.